Okay, here we are with Sarah Hackett. This is part 4 of our Haiti Projects interview. Okay, so before we just took that little break, Sarah, we were finishing up talking about the different arms of Haiti Projects, and you want to share with our readers the mission statement. So
yes, the mission of Haiti Projects, Inc. is to lift the families of Fondé Blanc out of extreme poverty. That's meaning we're living on $1 or $2 a day. Our goals are to empower the community to become self-sustaining by training its members to develop marketable skills that generate revenue that goes back into the community, by providing employment and educational opportunities that open minds to unlimited possibilities. Look at the library. By empowering women to have control over their own fertility. And that's about the family planning clinic. I think I need to say for 1 minute that overpopulation is probably the most serious problem in Haiti, because this little island can sustain about 3.5 million people nicely, and it now has about 10 million.
10 million.
So we think that when you empower women financially, you raise up a family, which in turn raises a whole village.
Well, that's a beautiful statement.
And that is our model.
And you're doing it, and
you know that so much of foreign aid in our country is throwing huge amounts of money at big problems. This is
a very grassroots way to affect change.
Very much,
right.
And it changes people's lives without some big organization, and it also allows you to monitor it. It's very difficult to do when you have huge programs. There's accusations of corruption, and this way it's very easy to monitor it.
Well, now, why don't you tell me some of the challenges that you faced before the earthquake, and some of the challenges that you foresee? I'm sure.
Good. That's a good question. Well, starting small, one of the challenges is that there's some cultural issues that come up when you're trying to make some beautiful thing for foreign consumption, because the concept of standardization is not something that is inborn into the culture.
Right.
To get 2 sleeves the same length, the distance between the buttons to be the same,
standard,
and all that.
right.
So it's taken a long, long time. It's taken 10 years for these workers to come up to our standards, and the work is beautiful now. It's beautiful. I would say that was one issue. There's never any problem about people not working hard, coming on time, giving their all. That is not the issue. The issue is getting them to fold something equidistant. I'd say the biggest problem is shipping. Shipping and customs is a big problem, and we're going to start addressing that.
And getting material in and both directions.
Yes, it's a struggle.
Nightmare.
It's a struggle. Yeah. Because there's a couple of reasons. One is, as you know, there's not very good infrastructure in Haiti, and also the roads are terrible. So that's the problem with it. So I would say that's the major problem. There's an organization called TechnoServe that's promised to help us with some technical assistance with shipping and customs issues.
That sounds great.
So the things that have happened since the hurricane.
Since the earthquake.
Let's keep calling it that.
No, that's
Since the earthquake. Well, this is a terrible
it comes on the heels of a terrible hurricane.
Well, there were 4 hurricanes in 3 weeks last fall. So, a year ago, last fall. So that's probably why I keep calling it that. But it's a terribly tragic thing. You know, the Haitian people are used to suffering. That's one thing I can tell you, is that they are used to suffering. This is probably the worst. But they are extremely resilient and extremely optimistic people by nature. And they're going to come out of this. It's just going to take a long time and a lot of effort, both internationally and domestically. for us, the thing is to see these people coming from Port-au-Prince who are trying to come out to the country for some food and some relief, some shelter, and they're coming in droves. And we have to provide for them.
Help them and provide for them.
Yes. Some of them, many of them have relatives, but there are some who come just because it's they have to get out of that mess into the countryside. As far as it affecting the sewing cooperative, I think it's just, again, the problem of transport of materials that's going to be harder than normal.
Ever, right.
The family planning clinic is going along fine. The library, except for lack of money, is going along fine. So one of the things I'm going to do while I'm home is to try to find some underwriters for the library, because it is a life-changing program, really.
Well, Sarah,